Hello Year 8 and welcome to our final lesson in game programming. A lot packed into this lesson, and we're going to be looking at is how we can finish our game, give it that professional finished appearance, including background sounds and loading screens and high score table and a game icon if you wish. So you've got your PDF tutorial, and let's look at what's expected. So the first thing we're going to look at is the actual background sound, and in order to do this you're going to have to go to the internet and get a sound. I recommend this website and it's posted below in the links. I'm going to go straight into the Action 2 tab, the first one I see, and I'm going to download the first sound, and that is Desert Mayhem. Play it. There you go, and I'm going to right click in this here and I'm going to choose Save Link As, and I'm going to go into my Year 8 folder and I'm going to choose Save. Depending on your security settings, it may ask you if you want to keep or save this. I'm going to keep this and save it. So we're into Game Maker, and in Game Maker you're going to have to create a new sound object. I'll call it something like BKSND, and I'm going to load that, or I saved it. That was Desert Mayhem, and I hit OK, and we click OK. Now we've got to add that into one of our objects, and we've previously got an invisible object called the object set game, and the only thing it did was set the lives to 3. Now I'm going to add into it a sound action. So in the main one I'm going to go to sound, drag in the sound action, choose my background sound, and I'm going to put this as a loop. Loop equals true, so it'll play on and on and on. I'm going to click OK, OK that, save it and run it, and we should hear that Desert Mayhem sound running when the game plays. And there we go. So we've got a background sound. You can browse through the sounds, find one that you like and put it in. So the second thing that we're going to do is create a loading screen, and again you'll have to do this outside of Game Maker in a graphics package. PowerPoint. Everyone has PowerPoint, it's nice and easy. A bit of text, a bit of image. All I've done is inserted some of the sprites from my game, and I'm going to go to File, Save As, go into my Year 8 folder, and I'm going to give it a name. So let me go into Year 8, and I'll go into the game sprites, and I'm going to change this. We need to change this to an image, so I'm going to change it to a jpeg, and I'm going to call it game underscore intro. So just remember that's my Year 8 game sprites, so I can hit save. So just this one slide, and now I'm back into Game Maker, and now we're going to go into the game settings. So over in the menu on the left hand we can double click the game settings, and we've got this tab, the global game settings, and we're going to the loading screen. We choose our own, change the image, and I'm going to go into my Year 8 sources. It was my game sprites, and I think I called it game intro, and I can click OK. While we're here we might as well set the help screen, and that's in the tab above it, the game information. So over on the left I'm double click game information, and you can type in what you want. Help goes here, and you can fill that in, etc. So the user hits F1 in the gameplay, that's what they'll see. So now when we play our game we're going to see the loading screen, sound, F1 for help. We've got the instructions, they can escape out of that and close the game. So our final feature that we want to do is have our game over screen. Well, sorry, our game over screen, and we will look at an icon. So we're back into Game Maker, and we're going to add an action into our character that when there's no more lives we want to display a high score table and then quit. So I'm going to choose add an event, and it's over in the other events. I'm choosing no more lives, and in no more lives what we want to do is go to our score action and add in the high score table. I'm not going to change any of the colors, you can change that, etc, etc, set it up. So I'm just going to hit OK, so it'll display the high score table, and then in my main 2 I'm going to drag in the icon end the game. So when this character loses his 3 lives there'll be a no more live screen, and we hit OK. And the final thing is our little icon. This is optional, but if you want that little game icon, so you're again using another web page, and this time it's ICO convert. I'll post the link below. It asks you to what image file. So if you've got an image on disk, possibly one of your sprites or one of your game images, you can choose it and upload it. I have somewhere game sprites. I think I had a large strawberry. Yep, this strawberry. I'm going to upload that, and it was that strawberry. I'm just going to convert. So scroll down in here, I'm going to accept the defaults for Windows. I'm going to convert it, and then it says I can download it. I'm right clicking and saving the link. And again, depending on your security settings, it might ask you to keep the discarded. I'm going to keep it. And I'm back into Game Maker and the global game settings once more. And down here we can change the game icon. Now I've got a few icons created. Double click it and hit OK. So now we're going to save, and we should see all these finished. Loading screen. We've got our game icon up the top, that strawberry. We've got our background sound, and we're going to pause the video, kill a few lines and show a game on the screen. So hopefully we're in our last life. Let's go and commit Harry Carey. And there we go, we've got our game score. We can add in our name, hit enter, and that's it. We have finished our game. So a lot packed into that lesson. Refer to the links below and you should be able to add your background sound, your loading screen, your game icon, and your help screen. Good luck, and if you have any questions, year 8, post to your team and make sure you help out our classmates. Slan slan.